Good afternoon, listeners, and welcome to Family Forum. I'm your host, Marissa Warlick. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Francis Spurling. Dr. Spurling is a psychologist at the personality. Dr. Spurling, welcome. Thank you. To begin, what is birth order? Birth order means your place or your position in the family compared to the brothers and sisters. If you are the oldest child, the youngest child, or somewhere in the middle, or perhaps you are an only child with no brothers or sisters. I see. Why is birth order important? Well, research shows that our position in our family often has a big influence on your personality. There are certain characteristics that are common for first-born children, middle children, etc. Can you give us some examples? Of course. Let's start with the first-born child. The oldest firstborns are usually serious, responsible, and organized. They are natural leaders. Why is that? Maybe because in my family, the oldest child has to take care of the younger ones. Also, in many cultures, everyone expects the first child to become the head of the family someday. That's interesting. I'm the oldest child in my family, and you just described me perfectly. Let's talk next about middle children. Tell us about them. Well, very often the middle child is the family marker. I mean, if there's a problem in the family, they try to fix it. Also, middle children are very social. Their friends are very important to them. Maybe because middle children don't always feel very special in their families. And what about newborn children? Dr. Spurling? Newborn children are very sweet and laughing. They enjoy touching and hugging. They can also be very funny seen at the last child. They have to work hard to get attention, especially in a big family. There's one type of child we haven't mentioned, Dr. Spurling, and that's the only child. Oh yes, well, only children are very comfortable around adults, and they're very verbal. They talk a lot, and they know a lot of words. That's because their parents are always talking to them. I see. Well, Dr. Spurling, I have one more question. The personality characteristics, how common are they? I mean, for example, are first-born children always needles, or are only children always verbal? Of course not. Research tells us that the characteristics are very common, but every child is different and very family is different. It's true that our other influences our personality, but other things like culture, gender, boy or girl, family side, and our life experience are also important, maybe even more important. Thank you for listening.